A heartburn medication, $200 on TrumpRx, $16 at Costco. That is not a discount. That is a price hike dressed up as a deal. And the Health Secretary of the United States just testified under oath to defend it, using math that does not work.
Well, if the drug was $100 and it raised the price to $600, that would be a 600% rise. Well, if it drops from 600 to 100, that's a 600% savings.
But here is what nobody has reported. The companies charging you $200 for that pill received a full tariff exemption from the federal government as their reward for doing it. Here is what the record actually shows. Senator Elizabeth Warren's office published a direct price comparison using the Senate Finance Committee's formal report. Protonix, a common acid reflux drug, lists for $200 on TrumpRx. The same drug costs $16 at Costco. Ticacin, a heart medication, lists for $336 on TrumpRx. At Cost Plus Drugs, the same medication costs $12. Those are not edge cases. Senator Ron Wyden's formal report, titled Trump's Big Pharma Giveaway and released April 21st, found that nearly 2/3 of all drugs listed on TrumpRx are available for equivalent or lower prices elsewhere. What no major outlet has specifically named is what those pharmaceutical companies received in exchange for listing overpriced drugs on a presidential platform. The Senate Finance Committee's formal record documents the arrangement. 17 pharmaceutical companies signed agreements with the Trump administration. In exchange for participating in TrumpRx, those companies received 100% tariff relief, a complete exemption from the import taxes the administration imposed on pharmaceutical goods. They also received exemptions from Medicare pricing rules, and they received Food and Drug Administration priority review vouchers, regulatory fast-tracking worth hundreds of millions of dollars per drug. None of those agreements have been disclosed to Congress. None have been made public. But what Kennedy said on the record in that hearing room is the detail that changes everything about how this deal needs to be understood. Read that sentence carefully. On April 22nd, under oath before the Senate Finance Committee, Kennedy testified that President Trump has a different way of calculating percentages as his direct explanation for how the administration arrived at the 600% discount figure.
The president used that mathematical device to illustrate the magnitude of the theft that has been happening against our country and our people.
PolitiFacts published a fact check on April 23rd, confirming the discount math is arithmetically impossible under any standard calculation method. The Health Secretary of the United States, defending a federal drug program, told a Senate committee that the president uses a different kind of math. What Kennedy's testimony and Wyden's report together reveal is something that goes well beyond one drug pricing program, and understanding it changes how every future announcement from this administration about drug costs should be evaluated. The TrumpRx structure follows a pattern the record documents clearly. In 2019, the first Trump administration announced drug pricing executive orders. Pharmaceutical stocks rose the same week the orders were announced. The orders were not implemented. The companies faced no regulatory consequence for the prices they charged through that period. The question nobody is asking is this: if the companies that agreed to participate in TrumpRx received billions in tariff relief before a single prescription was filled, what leverage does the administration have to enforce any pricing discipline going forward? Kennedy committed in the April 22nd hearing to releasing the full text of all 17 pharmaceutical company agreements. As of this recording, not one has been released. And that is not an opinion. That is the record. Watch for 3 things in the coming days. Senator Wyden's office has indicated the Senate Drug Deal Disclosure Act is moving toward a committee vote. If that legislation passes, the administration will face a legal deadline to make the agreements public for the first time. On April 23rd, the administration announced a 17th deal, this one with Regeneron. That announcement extended the TrumpRx cycle and added another undisclosed agreement to the pile. Watch whether Regeneron's tariff status changes in the coming weeks. And watch Kennedy's commitment. He said publicly, under oath, that those deals would be released. Every day they remain secret is a day that commitment sits unmet on the congressional record, and the Senate Finance Committee has the authority to subpoena them. The specific thing to track? Whether the Drug Deal Disclosure Act gets a committee vote before the Senate recesses. That vote is the only mechanism currently available to force transparency on contracts worth billions of dollars that no member of Congress has seen. What you just watched is the kind of analysis the record demands. The administration called it a 600% discount. The health secretary said the president uses different math. The Senate called it a big pharma giveaway. We showed you exactly what the companies received and exactly what they gave you in return. If that is the kind of intelligence you want more of, subscribe. Zero Static is here every day. We will be back tomorrow.